Thank you. All right, Stevie.
My name is Stevie, also known as Stevie the Insurance Lady, and I quickly help bring the power out of the pain while helping my clients, even if they have health insurance in all 50 states.
Wonderful. Dr. Sable.
Hi, everyone. My name is Dr. Sable. I am the CEO of the Wellness Sanctuary International Corp, and I focus on keeping your spine aligned. If you know anyone who needs chiropractic, please contact me. And I work with my husband, Dr. Stephen Sable.
Wonderful. Dr. Sable, you should be excited because Mika's in Florida from your home, from your state.
I love Florida. Yes.
All right, we got Tracy.
Hey, good morning. I'm driving, as you can see. I'm Tracy Wells with Farmers Insurance, and we are specializing in business insurance. Come to me and I'll take care of you.
Wonderful, thank you. We got Miss George. You're on mute, Andrea.
How about that? Is everybody hearing me?
Now we can, yes.
Wonderful. Good morning, everyone. I'm Andrea George with Rapid Gourmet, and we feed you and fuel your body with fantastic food. We can provide our gourmet gifts for whatever your need might be. To learn more, go to rapidgourmetonline.com.
Wonderful, thank you. And then KHG, better known as Kimberly Hudson Gray.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Kim Hudson Gray, and my business is pearl and accessories. And right now I specialize in, well, my goal is to specialize in pearl jewelry, either handmade and also freshwater, different pearls. Right now I have a online store, and I have several pieces. I have charm bracelets and some sterling silver. And right now I still have the Mother's Day sale up, but I will be changing the sale. So pearl and accessories, I'll put it in the chat. Please check it out. And everyone have a great day.
Cool. And everybody knows me, Sinclair, you're a success coach and business trainer. Well, with that said, I'm happy to introduce Mika. I met Mika, this is my first time seeing Mika. I met Mika through one of our members, Stacy Porter. He messaged me on LinkedIn. He said, Sinclair, I have somebody who will be dynamic for the group named Mika. He said, you got to talk to her. And I said, okay, fine, make it happen. So we connected over the telephone. And immediately I said, you know, you need to come and talk to our group. She is was it the Little Bird Agency? Am I saying it right, Mika?
Yeah, formerly known as the Little Bird Agency.
Little Bird Agency. And with that, she's talking about how to date your goals. And I like that because we, you know, during our chit chat, we talking about, you know, dating and then how you have to date your goals and you have to treat your goals kind of like how you're treating a relationship per se. So what I'm going to do, I want to bring to everybody, Mika, but before you chime in, Mika, we got two people that came on. I just want to give their name and their business and then you go forth. So we got Faith. So Faith, give us your name and what you do. You got 15 seconds, Faith.
Hello, everybody. My name
Can't hardly hear you, Faith.
You can't hear me?
Everybody need you to speak up a little bit louder.
Oh, sorry. Good morning. My name is Faith Putman. I own PD Custom Printing. We do custom t-shirts and bags.
Thank you so much, Faith. And then we got Maxine from Trinidad Tobago, but she's in Berkeley right now.
Good morning. Came on just in time.
Yeah.
Maxine Barnett, Executive and Career Coach. My business is Soft Skills Services, and I am available to work with anyone who wants to improve their soft skills, because soft skills are the power skills.
Wonderful, thank you. All right, everyone can just mute themselves except for Mika. Mika, the floor is yours. The screen share is on. Thank you so much.
Thank you. It is such a pleasure to meet with you guys. So if you see me looking down, I am operating from my laptop and my cell phone because in traveling, I forgot to bring my computer camera. So I'll be sharing my PowerPoint here. Let's see.
We see it.
Okay. So hello, everyone. Dr. Gray, thank you so much for having me. I am super stoked about being here because I am walking in my gifting and my calling, something that I absolutely love doing. My name is Mika Davis. I am originally from a little town called Ocala, Florida. It's horse country. So if you've ever been to Disney World, you've passed through Ocala. I moved to Atlanta 4 years ago. Absolutely love it. I wish I had moved there many years ago, but you know, everything in times and in the seasons. And so I'm excited to be here. I am a goal coach. I am a mother, and I am a cancer survivor as of this year, February 9th. So I am celebrating life in purpose and on purpose. And I am here to help everyone else learn how to date your goals. There are 3 things that I found out, and I don't like using the word purpose anymore, because when I begin to look it up, purpose means intent. And so many people are saying, well, I need to find my purpose. What is my purpose in life? And interesting enough, I watched an interview with Oprah not long ago in Berkeley, at Berkeley College. And she said, after all that I have done, I still feel like I have not found my true purpose. We're talking about the Oprah Winfrey and all that she's done and all that she's accomplished. And so I know that I'm walking in my gifting and calling, which I like to call it, the thing you were born to do, your gift and your calling. And purpose is intent. So once you find out what you have been called to do, that is when you take purpose, intent, and apply it to what you're called to do. So let's just say I'm called to be a chef, right? I then find the purpose. What is that niche area of being a chef? Is it a private chef? Is it a chef in a restaurant? Is it a chef for a family? Is it a vegan chef? So once you find the calling, the gift, then you apply the intent. How many of you, and I like for you guys to talk back to me in the chat box, how many of you make a list to go to the store? Or make a grocery list, whether you write it down or you put it in your phone? Somebody talk to me. So we make lists for so many things that we do in life, except for our goals. We write down everything else. And so it's kind of like if you were traveling on a journey or a highway, or you were, let's just say, baking a cake, you're writing a list to go to the store to get everything you need in order to make it happen. And what I found out is so many people, they make lists for everything else, but they don't write down the list or the plan to get the outcome. And so in life, if you do not make a plan, if you do not plan to prosper, you plan for poverty. And so in doing that, if you don't make a plan in life, you'll find yourself standing in the middle of the road, getting run over by life because you don't know which direction to go. Now, you may have a list, but if you don't have a plan for that list, what you're going to do with that list, you'll find yourself at a standstill. So let's get into it. Let's talk about how to date your goals. We're going to talk about the purpose, the intent, the process, and the payoff. So the purpose, how are we going to get to our goal? Now, this is something that I absolutely love. So in talking about dating your goals, I don't have 5, 7, 10 quick steps on how to reach your goal, because we run to these books and we run to these conferences because you want these 5 steps so that you can mimic what that person did to get to your end destination. Guess what? We may have similar destinations, but we're all going to take different routes to get there. So that is not what this is on dating your goals. Dating your goals, I'm just using metaphors or similarities to help you realize where you're trying to get to. So first part is the match, right? Now, I've done my research on 2 dating apps. I'm not going to give them shout outs. So in the modern day of dating, it's now going on apps. And there are 2 apps in specific that ask you almost 100 questions. Why do they do that? They want to eliminate the distractions of what you think you want. They want you to sit down and really think about and hone in on exactly what you want. And 2 of these apps to date have had over 1 million people match, and not just match, get married. Over 1 million people. Why? Because they sat down and they eliminated the distractions. So the first part of dating your goals is sitting down, finding that match, or finding what your gifting, your calling is. And I'll just give you one quick bonus on how to do that. If you don't know, it is asking yourself the empowering question, what is trying to emerge from my life? If you sit still and get quiet enough, why are people always coming to you? And that's how I figured out my gift and calling, which is to encourage, which is to inspire, and which is to connect people. And so for several years, I wondered, okay, I know this is why people come to me. These are the questions I get asked all the time, to encourage someone, to connect someone, to inspire someone. But what is the intent? What is the purpose for this? And I found it, how to date your goals, being a goal coach. The next part of dating is texting. So you get within the apps, or sometimes people exchange phone numbers immediately and they start texting one another. So this part of dating your goals is, kind of flirting with it a little bit, seeing if it's a good fit. You know how we do in text messages when we're dating, we'll send little things and then we'll sit and we'll wait. Then the next part is, and us women, I don't know if men do this, but us women, we do the social stalking, right? So after we get just enough information, we're going to go on their social media accounts, their Facebook, we're going to Google them to see what they're about, to see, is this person legit? So same things with your goals. That's the part where you start social stalking. So if you're running a business or whatever it is you want to do, you start Googling and you start social stalking. Well, what are other people doing? Well, what are other people saying? And so that's when you begin to do the social stalking. Then once you get the green light, after you've gone through their page and then you went through their mother's page and their sister's page, then you go to the actual phone call, because now I have the green light. Right? And you start these phone conversations. And this is the part of dating where you start talking to your friends about it. You start talking to other people out loud about it. My next thing is the first date. So here's a question. Let me go back. Here's a question. What is the first thing you must do when you start talking about the first date? You can either unmute yourself or type it in the chat box. What is one of the things you do when you start talking about the first date?
Smile.
Find a mutual location.
Okay, somebody said smile.
Find a neutral location to meet.
Okay, find a neutral location to meet. What else?
You get giddy. You start talking about it with other people.
Okay. What else? Anybody else?
You prepare.
Yeah. Yep.
The answer to the question is you have to make a plan. Before you go anywhere, before you do anything, you start making plans. And for some of us women, those plans started when we were like 7 or 10, when we started thinking about what kind of wedding dress we want or whatever it is when it comes to relationships. But you have to make a plan. After you make the plan and you figure out, okay, now I'm excited. And somebody said smile, right? So now you've made a plan and you're looking at this and you're smiling and you're excited about it. And then I call it the vision board stage. Many of us make these vision boards or New Year's resolutions, and you're smiling and you're excited and you're happy about it and you're looking at it, you're talking about it. Then you go on the date, and the dating is the fun phase, right? And many of us start our goals, and in the beginning, it gets fun. And then you're going on trips and you're going to the movies and you're spending time on the phone and you're getting up in the morning thinking about it. And then you're going to bed at night thinking about them. And same thing with your goals, right? So one of the things I found, a habit that all millionaires have, is they go to bed reading their goals. And the first thing they do in the morning is they wake up and they read their goals. And then they either do their meditation or their exercise. And that's something common that millionaires have a habit of. Why? Because you're depositing this into your subconscious. Now, your subconscious does not know good, bad, evil. All it knows is that this has been said. And so now it gives your brain the power to go to work to do it. And that's why it's very important on what you say and how you say it, because your subconscious does not know good or bad. It just knows you said it, and now I'm going to work to make it happen. And so many of us have ended up in the situations that we're in, or wherever you are in life right now, is because of what you said, what you deposited into your subconscious, whether good, bad, or indifferent. Because you made that deposit, it became like an assembly line. Assembly lines don't know a good product from a bad product. All it knows is the switch has been put on, and now it's time to go to work and make it happen. And so it's the same thing with your words. So now that you're dating your goals and you're excited and you made the vision board and you made the list, this is where most people plateau with their goals. The relationship. When it's time to get into the exclusive relationship, there are many men like this, and I found out there are a lot of women like this. Do I want to make this sacrifice? Do I want to make this exclusive? Do I want to, for good or bad, or better or worse? Same things with your goals. Once you come up with a little opposition, you then think to yourself, is this really worth it? Well, why is this so hard? Just like with relationships, most people get into relationships and they are successful because they are around other successful relationships. And so I encourage all of my clients to get around people who have successful relationships with their goals, because it motivates you, it inspires you. Then the last thing you want to do is, just like a business, you have to take inventory. You have to sit down and assess the goal to see, okay, what's working, what's not working. Just like with your businesses, every 3 months, you are doing a quarterly review to see what is working and what is not working. Now, here's a good question I want you to ask yourself when it comes to your goals. What is your why? What I found out with many clients, even with myself, growing up, people said, oh, you would make a great lawyer, or you would make a great real estate agent. How many people have told you some of the things they think you would be great at doing, right? So that is the importance of finding your why. Why are you doing what you're doing? Even right now in your business. Some people just get in the business because it's making money, but are you really fulfilling what you have been called here on earth to do? It's important to write down your why. So here's my why that I wanted to share with you guys. My why is my boys. I call it the 3 B's: my boys, my bills, and to be a blessing. That is why I do everything that I do. Can somebody type their why in the chat box? What is your why? My boys, my bills, and to be a blessing. Happy Founders Day. My family and my faith. Your why is what fuels you to do what you do. Anybody else? Y'all quiet this morning. So we talk about our why. Why is it important to write it down? A proverb say, write the vision and make it plain, so that when people see it, they can run with it. And not just other people, but yourself. You have to write your goal down simple and plain enough so that when you write it, you then read it, and then you can run with it. And so most of us, we make the list, but we don't make action items to that list. How many people have found themselves, you have a recipe that you may have been given years ago, or it may be a way to fix something. and there's a list, and that piece of paper may be old and ratty and folded up, but sometimes you find yourself going back to it just to make sure you got it right. Anybody do that? I have a recipe from my sister on how to make sweet potato pies, because I'm more of a cooker than a baker. And even though I've done it multiple times, sometimes just to reassure myself, I pull out that list, I read it, and then I'm able to run with it. And I know my time is about up. I'm gonna skip this slide. My last question to you is, what is the one thing relationships teach you? Unmute yourself and talk back to me.
It's
I'll
work.
go. I'll go.
Where's Stacey?
No, I was going to say the first thing that popped in my head when you talk about relationship is discipline. You know, you have to be very disciplined because, you know, be it your business or with your spouse, you're going to run into, you know, situations. And, you know, a lot of times we see people just give up and say, okay, I'm done with this. But you have to be very disciplined and see where that relationship will take you as opposed to just throwing in the towel right away.
Oh, that's good stuff. We need you to talk to some of these single men out here, Stacey. That'll be another motivational Monday.
If I can chime in, before Kim and I got married, one of the things we did before we even met, we made sure that we dealt with our own issues and our own baggage. We knew what we wanted and what we were not going to tolerate with before we even got involved in a relationship. Personally,
Okay. That's good. Good stuff. Anybody else?
Yes, I'll add to this. One thing me and my husband wanted while running a company is for it to be faith driven, and we didn't want to focus on being expensive. We wanted to be economical, and we wanted to be able to have control over when we hang out with our kids. So we homeschool our kids and protect them from being bullied. That's one thing that we wanted, and we still have. And shout out to Florida.
FLA girls, we bring the sunshine.
Yes, I'm from Tampa. Yes, we do, don't we? But I don't want to say that because we're ATL now.
And so one of the things that a relationship will teach you is about you. It'll teach you what you want to sacrifice, what you want to give up, how much you want to give, what you want to do, what you don't want to do. Somebody's jamming this morning.
Okay, let me go and unmute some folks. Go. Okay, there we go. You got it now, Mick. Okay.
But it talks about, and I'll be done in 2 minutes. It tells you about you. And that's one of the things when I dive in with my clients and we do a deep dive, their goals begin to teach them more about themselves. And so relationships, I was in a relationship after my divorce. And one of the things, I beat myself up that I stayed in the relationship so long, but now when I look back on it, I learned so much about me. I now know what I want, what I don't want, how to speak up, when to use wisdom, when to walk away. And so your goals will teach you the same thing. Like, are you really ready to sacrifice this? Right? And so sometimes it may not be the goal, but it may be the plan. And so working with my clients, we always use the SMART goal analogy. And one of my favorite parts about that is it attainable right now in your life? So don't give up on the goal. You just might need to change the plan. And so when you're writing out the goals for the year, then we have the part where I help them write out, what are the obstacles you may face? And is this a good time in your life right now to start that goal? Because one of the things I've discovered about people is most people don't give up on their goals and dreams because they're frustrated. Because they're tired, but it's because they're frustrated, because the plan isn't clear or they've run into obstacles. And so I'll say to you this morning, do not give up on the goal. So we talked about the purpose, we talked about the process, and what is the payoff? The payoff is being able to pat yourself on the back that you walked it all the way through, that you've seen it all the way through. And one of the things that I always encourage every one of my clients to help you get that payoff is having an accountability partner. And the accountability partner is not someone to oversee you, but it's someone to help empower you. It's someone to help you see your blind spots. It's someone to maybe to help give you the connections that you need. And then it also helps you stay on target and stay on plan. And with that, that is the start of how to date your goals. I want to thank you, Dr. Gray, for having me on. Thank you all for tuning in on your Monday to hear my big mouth. I would love for you to reach out to me, follow me on Instagram at the Goalmate Planner, or you can shoot me an email or visit the website. I'd love to connect with some of you, and I really appreciate you guys being on here. And if you are not looking to just buy another journal, the Goalmate Planner teaches you how to date your goals, and it walks you through and holds you accountable, even down to the minutes that you're going to use on your goals. So Dr. Gray, thank you so much for having me. It was a pleasure.
Thank you so much. And I see Stacy is on. Thank you so much, Stacy, for making this connection. What I want to do is this. We have a few moments here, so let's open it up for any questions, any comments. Let's just be real simple. Any comments or questions, feel free.
I'll chime in real quick. I apologize, I jumped on late, but just a little bit that I've heard, I knew it was going to be fire, so I appreciate that. Thanks a lot, Mika.
Well,
Yes,
Stacy,
I
I'm sorry.
would like, go ahead, Dr. Sinclair.
Well, do me a favor real quick. Stacy, tell everybody who you are. Since everybody kind of gave the little, you got 20
Oh,
seconds.
sorry about that. No problem. Well, everybody, my name is Stacy Porter. I'm the principal consultant for Porter Global Security. Pretty much handle risk assessments. The job market is starting to pick up for me, so that's why I chimed in late. So I'm appreciative of that. But if you have a small to medium-sized business, having a risk assessment conducted is so important because of all the things that's going on in the world today. So thank you guys very much.
Thank you, Stacy. All right, Stevie.
Yes, I would like to thank Mika for all of your tools that you provided us today. I have already befriended you on Instagram with the Goalmate Planner. I don't know if that's actually a planner. That might be an idea you want to create, because I think everyone needs to have an actual planner that would help them, such as a Goalmate Planner they can purchase and take with them on a daily basis, especially someone like myself that uses a planner. But it was awesome. Thank you so much for everything. I took really good notes.
Thank you, Stevie. All righty. I'm just gonna be picking. Anybody got a question or comment? By all means. Okay. What we're going to do now, we're going to introduce those who came in a little bit late. We're going to go with Miss Smith.
Good morning. I am, I don't know if you can hear me, Tawanya Smith with Right Choice Motors in Covington, Georgia, used car dealership.
Thank you so much. Miss Tabitha from Unified Courier.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Tabitha Folston, the owner of Unified Courier. We're a transportation and logistics company located in Morrow, Georgia, Clayton County.
Thank you so much. Anyone else got any questions, any comments?
Thank you, Mika. That was great. Really catchy. I love how you laid it out, stuff that we could relate to, things that are funny. And it was just a great reminder that how we have to persist with the goal, Dan. You packaged it beautifully. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I was listening to you talk earlier, and I said, just by your accent, I know you can cook, so I need to give you a call.
So, Mika, how do you pronounce your last name?
Davis.
Davis. What is the ethnicity behind that?
It's French.
French. Okay, so is there like an island that's from, or?
No, it's a long story that I can't even go into right now.
Because I'm Haitian and Dominican, so I have some family members that carry that last name. So I just wanted to know. So
okay, we'll talk offline. We'll talk offline.
Question.
Dr. Gray, if you don't mind, I forgot to do at the end, I wanted to do a giveaway.
Oh, thank you.
And I will be giving away the Goldmate Planner. And so I want everyone to choose a number between how many people do we have on? 1 and
If
20.
it's a surprise, you can. Okay. Stacey's already picking numbers. But they
1 and 21.
Stacy took my number.
pick another one.
Goodness.
Pick another
Goodness.
number,
I
1 and
did.
21.
Okay, let me put mine on here. Nobody better take my number.
Oh.
Ah, okay, Dr. Gray.
Okay, is everybody putting
Got
in?
everybody?
I think someone took, all right, I'm gonna. Oh, okay.
Are you holding us up, Miss George?
You know what? How I was coming through as me. So the first one that says me to Tawana Smith, it's me. I don't know what happened.
Okay. You went.
Okay. So nobody got it. The number was 21. Both of my boys play baseball and both of their numbers are 21. So Dr. Gray, close your eyes, take your finger and point it at the screen, and whoever you choose, that's who we will.
Oh my gosh.
Put it on you. Put it on you.
Okay. Ready?
Oh,
Okay. Oh, it's Maxine.
oh wow.
Well, congratulations,
I love it.
Maxine. I want you to take
Thank you. And oh my goodness, Mika, I was going to call you. I'm a list maker. I'm a planner. This is awesome. Thank you.
So do me a favor and
Yes.
send me an email
shall.
with your contact information and your mailing address, and I will get that out to you.
I shall. The gold
Hey,
matchmaker at Gmail.
Hey, Mika, I got a question for you before we wrap up. I know, how often will goals change? I know, life happens, situations happen. I know, sometimes, we have a general goal, a larger goal, but like I said, things happen. How often, or how logical is it for us to change goals?
So when I sit down with clients, one of the things we do, we spend the first 30 minutes, which is the match phase, right? And that is eliminating the distractions. Is this a goal that keeps coming back to you? Is it that thought that keeps nagging you? And so for some of you that have goals that you keep putting on the back burner and it keeps coming back up, that's a little indicator to let you know, okay, this is something that's supposed to take place in your life. This is a goal that you are destined to go after. Now, the goal may not ever be reached if you don't make a plan. And so oftentimes it's not the goal that changes, it's the plan to the goal that changes. But once you do that match phase and you eliminate distractions, making sure this isn't a goal that because you heard someone else talking or someone said you should be doing it, or it was influenced by outside versus inside. And so if it's influenced from outside, that's when you eliminate the distractions. But if it's influenced from the inside, I say don't change the goal, change the plan.
All right. Thank you so much. Real quick, anyone else before we get off? All right. Well, you know what? I want to thank everyone for your time. Thank you so much, Mika, for the information. I'm sure everyone has got a lot of information out of it. Everyone has some new changes. This would be sent out YouTube later on today, if not today, early in the morning, but definitely today. Next week, we'll have some another great speaker. Thank you so much, Stacy, for making this connection. Once again, when you follow up and you make things happen, you meet great people. So Mika, you got the last comment for about 15, 20 seconds, and then we're all out and everybody make it a great day.
The last thing that I will say to all of you is The highest form of faith is having a plan. And putting a plan in place will sometimes ease the frustration. And no, don't give up on the goal, just change the plan. Have a fabulous week, everyone.
Thanks a lot. Everybody be safe out there.
Bye.